Facebook. Good morning, friends. How are you? Marquise Martin Hayes, live and ready to get it in. It's Wellness Wednesday, and I've got an amazing guest that's going to be with us today, stylish and fit and so many other things. She's going to share with you her story and some things that can change and transfer wellness and vitality into your world so that you get to live vibrantly as we want you to do anyway. But before we get started real quick, kind of my new thing, I want to share stuff with you. I'm a distributor of Rodan and Fields, super proud of the product. It's premium skincare. And right here is something we call Lash Boost. Now, I know that with stay-home orders in effect, many of you ladies have eyelashes falling off. I also recently learned that the older you get as a woman, your lashes fall out and you have to grow new ones. Products like these, which is actually FDA approved, helps you grow your lashes by opening your pores and allowing more the hair follicles to be open so hair can come through, leaving you with clinically tested, fuller, longer looking eyelashes. Marquise Martin Hayes. If you have questions, inbox me. All right, now let's get on for why we got here today. I want to bring in Tanjie Brewer. I met her, I want to say about a year ago on a show. We were doing a wellness segment with the amazing Dana Being Dana on one of her shows. I got to meet Tanjie, her presence, her energy, her kindness, her focus. You guys are going to love her. Everything I've ever read about her people love her, and I wanted to share her with you today. So without further delay, let's bring on Tanjie. Let's see here. Boom. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. How are you?
I am fantastic.
Good to see you.
Yes. How have things been overall for you?
Everything is going well. I actually am loving this time of being quarantined and having the opportunity to go deeper within and have this time of just being introspective and taking a little slow down, right?
Yes. And as you slowed down, what I found that made me realize I've got to get her on immediately was that I continually jump online and I'll see you hosting shows and in leading classes and empowering people. And I thought, you know what? That woman is like me. She wants to touch and transform the world and she won't let anything stop her. And so I'm like, I've got to get her in. And so thank you for being so gracious for joining me in between all the classes, being mommy and businesswoman and all the things that you do. So the first question to get everyone kind of acclimated to who you are and what you do is, what's your story? What got you started? Why?
And so what got me started? So I was in a corporate job right out of college, worked my way up in this Fortune 500 company. I was living that dream, job. And my dear mother was in South Carolina. I was in Oklahoma at the time. And she got diagnosed with a little high blood pressure. And she said, you know what, Tanjie, I'm going to do it the natural way. And I was like, yes, Mom, you're going to do it the natural way. So I'm going to help you do it. You need to do. She wasn't like severely overweight or anything. She was just on the move a lot, just taking the time for herself, my dad being a pastor and things. And so she, it was around Christmas time. She went to the doctor. Never forget, it was around December the 13th. And it was too long of a wait. She was like, no, it's too long of a wait. I have things to do. So she put herself on the back burner. She's like, I'll just go back. She had to pay why she went. And then 2 days later, she passed away in her sleep. And that was so eye-opening for me as far as my mother being a mother of 6 children and being such a vivacious woman and caring for so many people and not really taking the time for herself. And so I had my son, and so I was on maternity leave from my big, huge job. And I thought, well, now is the time. I want to see people grow old. I want to see people be vivacious. I want to see
Yes.
It was things that she could have done just to pour into her life and make sure that she was here with us today. So I dedicated my life after that to help transform lives. So I left my job and started Stylish and Fit.
Yes.
I started the Lifestyle Vitality Challenge, and I have been transforming lives since then within the area of wellness and fitness. And I absolutely love it.
Good. You know what? I'm touched by a few things you said. One, we've got several things in common. My mother lives in South Carolina right now. Yeah, which is so cool. But one of the things you said that is really key to me that it's an undertone that gets me all the time is you acknowledge there are some things she could have done that could have made a difference. And I know a lot of times I hear people say, well, you know, my time's coming, or we're going to die of something someday anyway. And I'm thinking, have you lost your mind? You have more control than you're alluding to. And so I love that you've embraced that. No, there are some things that you can do that can enhance the quality of your life, the longevity of your life. And like you, I was moved by the passing of two of my friends, people that were super dear to me, to really thrive into the world of wellness. And so, yeah, I'm excited. Stylish and Fit, you launched. What happened? Tell us, what are you like? There's so many things. I'm going to be quiet for a minute and let you just share.
Well, so I launched it, and that's when I went to God. I was like, well, I have this passion to do this. And I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, had a pad by my bed, and I just began to write down the vision. And so I launched this challenge called the Lifestyle of Vitality Challenge. And I took 45 people. And after the challenge, we would have this big reveal of what their newfound not just their weight, but their newfound sense of life and living. So I believe that it's not just about the outside, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
I say that I don't do this so you can get a little itty bitty teeny weeny
exactly,
and so that you can rock your purpose with vitality. And my belief is that when you start taking a deeper dive into wellness, you begin to see who you are more as individual and what you're called to do, because our possibilities run so deep, you know?
Yes. It's one of those, like, if people only understood, it's not about weight loss. It's not about eating this or that. It's about you getting your life. Like, I love that you're communicating that in the world, because the small dress, the slimmer pants, all of those things are fantastic. But those are like benefits of actually getting to be who you are in the world, because you can wake up earlier because you don't need as much sleep. You have better relationships because you're less irritated and your hormones are balanced. You have better relationships with your, like, yes.
It's everything. It's all of that, right?
It is. It truly, truly is.
Yeah.
And so with that, like, one of the things that has, you know, when I bring people on, what, like, Stylish and Fit and how you do it, what would you say is unique to what you do that you really honed in maybe with those 45 or other clients along the way? What's that unique thing that you have found to be a secret to success?
Wow. First, the unique thing is that we all wear our purpose like a beautiful garment. And so being stylish and fit is understanding that you have a uniqueness set apart from everyone else, and that you're feeding that uniqueness and that talent more so than just the body. So what we pour into, how we pour into ourselves as far as fitness, in order to be vibrant in the world, and whatever your area of expertise is, you have got to have the energy from not just the beginning of the day to the towards the end of the day. Because you can see people put on a pair of high heels and start like this in the beginning of the day, and by the end of the day, they're like, roll off. Right? So how do you maintain that energy? So what I found, Marquise, is that there are certain important particulars that you have to have. There's necessity. So you've got to have the wellness part. There's no way around that. Nutrition is very, very huge. And I believe that it is a lifestyle, right? So once you understand that your body has an environment of alkalinity versus acidic, you know, when you understand that you want to keep your body thriving that way. And then in the area of fitness, I'm really big on not just cardio. You can't just go out and run, be able to run. You got to have work on your weight. So you've got to make sure that you're working on building that muscle, because we lose muscle after we turn 25 years old. It's not so that you just look so toned and have that six pack. It's so that you can prevent osteoporosis and arthritis and those things. And then it's about balance and stretching, because stretching prevents injury. So in the area of wellness or fitness, I looked at all the particulars that's important, and then the mental too as well. And then how do you understand who you are as an individual, your purpose? So my uniqueness is bringing that all together where it synergistically works together so that you can present yourself with the greatest vibration of who you are, because not everybody is operating on a vibration, their greatest vibration and their greatest frequency. So they kind of show up in the world like this when they can be like this, like boom, here I am, So that's my desire, to get people to operate on a higher frequency, but you've got to have the nutrition, you've got to have the fitness, you've got to have the mental, and you've got to understand your unique beauty and expertise that's apart from everyone else. It's huge.
Okay. For those of you who are watching, if you are not satisfied with your current life, you might want to meet Tanjie. Here's the deal. I know we've been programmed, go to work hard, save your money, do that. Like, that's great. All those things are essential and necessary, but you have not begun to live until you've empowered yourself with the elements that Tanjie's been talking about. As I'm listening to you, I'm sitting here like, like I understand, because we have some similarities in how we approach wellness, but you're reminding me of the necessity and the possibility to live a vibrant life, like here, like up here, where you're present versus this mediocre in between, less than, on medication, and just not fully present.
Yes, Marquise.
All right, so I have these stories of mine, people that really turned it on for me, and your mom was your beginning. Have you had a client or someone or a story or something that you could share that you felt like, you were satisfied seeing their transformation that you could share with us?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. I remember this one client that came to me. She was very, very overweight, and she could only walk 5 minutes on the treadmill. Coming to me, she would have to go home, elevate her feet because her feet would bleed. So she literally only be able to take these small baby steps. And I began to see her start from 5 minutes to almost run in 45 minutes in a matter of months. And what she was able to do is become this incredible pastor on a greater vibration of this church, and begin to like really transform the lives of others. So I always say that our wellness journey is not just for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And there are so many people who are able and who are mobile who don't have that issue with their feet bleeding after walking just 5 minutes. So we can't control the weather. We can't control this time that we're in of solitude, right? Or not really solitude, but isolation from others. But what we can control is the very health direction, a lot of times, of our body. So how do we then take control? And sometimes understanding that it's those baby steps, that it's not what we do yesterday, but what we're blessed to do today to begin the transformative process in our lives, not just for ourselves, but for the magnitude of others.
Wow. I love that. I love that story, because it's not just about us. Like, we're so self-consumed, and we should be to a degree, but not understanding the impact upon others. And I am super grateful that you got the chance to work with that pastor, because a lot of times we get lost in, well, because I have this and because of that, and don't worry about my body. And it's like, no, we're a presentation. We're a package. We're a package deal. It's not enough that our brain, that we have the intellect or the spiritual connection. We're a package deal, and how we present ourselves impacts our ability to truly influence people. One of the things that people love about you, tight, fit, mom, doing her thing. And so talk a little bit about the stylish side. Like, I got the fitness aspect, but how do you open that world up?
Oh, man. So I always love the area of fashion. I think that when you understand more about the beauty of your presence on the inside, you'll really be able to understand who you are and how to bring that forward. So I always think fashion is just an expression of how we feel on the inside. So when we understand our unique beauty and we presence that, I do believe that it it really enhances our voice. I don't know if you've ever seen someone, if they don't like what they have on, they're in the background, they're kind of fidgeting, you know, and I think they don't want the attention to be on them. So it really sort of diminishes their voice. So not to be superficial at all, but I think that understanding that you have a unique beauty and that confidence is a boldness that I always say that confidence is the best concealer, because everybody has imperfections, right? But we have confidence, and clothing speaks to that confidence. And so I've always loved seeing people tap into their signature style. I believe that everybody has a signature style. So once I help people tap into the greater level of who they are through transforming the body through fitness and wellness, then I find that they don't really understand their unique style and the beauty that they have. So I love helping them tap into that. And so I've been a wardrobe stylist too for many, many years. I've pep in their step, you know.
Yes.
I love that because clothing speaks a lot to who we are, I believe.
Yes. No, it does. I didn't know you were a wardrobe stylist. Do you offer that to your clients as well?
I do. I've done wardrobe styling where I will go into their closet and do a closet analysis. And I really find that people have 80% of their clothing is not really conducive to how they feel on the inside. It's just something that maybe they're a businesswoman at a job, so they've had suits and grays and blacks, but they really want to be vibrant. They just don't know how to tap into their signature style. So what I do is I help uncover that, but it's got to be some hard work. It's got to be understanding your purpose and who you are as an individual and that unique beauty that's apart from everybody else. Once you grasp that, you will presence the world like, here I am every day.
That is so cool. Napoleon Hill, he talked about the law of clothes. And so it goes back to what we were saying before. We would like to think we live in a world where people see our insides, but the fact of the matter is they don't. And how we show up gives us an advantage or not so much. And so what a gift that your clients are able to get that. I would like to be a stylist. I think not because I am such a stylist, but like
I see your you you've done it.
I try, but I have, like, when I look at people, sometimes I can just go, you know what? No, you need to do this, that.
Right.
But you know, I'm not the bold, and I shouldn't walk up to somebody and do that. I don't do that. I'm gonna leave that to you, the wardrobe stylist. But I think about it in my mind. I think about it. But that's a gift, a true gift. Quick question I want to ask you. So we've gotten into the world of you and your fitness world and how you've helped clients. We've heard a story about how you've transformed a woman's life from 5 minutes foot bleeding on a treadmill to how many pounds later was that in like several months? Like 45 minutes. And
she lost over like 125 or so. Like she lost a lot. That's
so cool. Yeah. That's so cool. And we got to dive into you being a wardrobe stylist, which I guess I should have known, but it didn't really register. Like, I mean, you're always stylish. That hasn't been a question, but I got to see and understand now that that's a part of the package deal, which I think is phenomenal, given that 70% of the country is overweight. It's an opportunity for people to discover themselves and come out looking glamorous. So I love it. And thank you for doing that.
Yes.
What do you do for fun?
Oh, for fun.
Yes.
Man. Okay. So some of the things I do for fun, I love to just hang out. I have a 10-year-old little guy and just playing kickball outside for him, going back to being, seeing that inner. I love that. I love to just kick up and grab a nice cup of tea. And I love to write. That's what I do for fun. I love to pour into myself, to go on a beautiful run outside and just be in touch with nature and look at the trees, and I feel so a part of the world, and it just makes me, it increases just the vibration of my desire to give when I'm pouring into myself, but also enjoying the world around me, whether I'm running by the beach. Don't you miss the beach right now?
Miss the beach right now. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I call fun too, running on the beach.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right, so if you were to leave us and go to a monastery for the rest of your life tomorrow, what's one resource you would leave behind as a testament to your life that you would want us to grab from your giving?
Wow. I would say the testament is my desire is that hopefully when people think about me, they see someone who's reached from the core of who they are. So I would say the word, like that core thing, like understanding the gifts, the talents, that who you are as God created you to be. I heard one of my great mentors, Pastor Miles Monroe, he said one of the wealthiest places in the world is the graveyard, because so many people die untapped with books they haven't written, with songs they haven't written, with so many things. And so I would say if I were to leave, I would want people to think about the core of who they are. Did they give from that? Did they understand who they are with the totality of that? If that makes
it makes perfect sense. And it makes perfect sense with the work that you do, because if we're unhealthy, if we're emotionally destroyed, if we're out of sync with ourselves, we can't give.
No, you can't.
So that makes a lot of sense. Awesome. All right. So last question, and thank you for your time today. Actually, no, I got a couple questions. Okay. Number one, how often are you doing these fitness challenges and demonstrations online so people can join in?
Yes. Well, I just finished a whole month where I did it every single day, and I did a nutrition segment in the morning and a fitness segment at night. I'm revamping it a little bit. I will be relaunching that again because we're still in quarantine and people are saying, Tanjie, I still need you. So I want to deliver and help out every way that I can. So they can follow me and make sure that they keep their ears open, because I'm always going to be throwing something out there to help and inspire people. I haven't launched the next challenge yet. That's probably something that's coming in the future. I have something that is coming out in about a month. That's pretty amazing. I can't talk about it right now, but I will let you'll be one of the first to know, Marquise.
I can't wait. We'll have you back on, let you share it.
Yes. And I just want to say that you are doing great in your area of influence, Marquise. I love that you are inspiring people to be their best self. So thank you for having me on. You're
my pleasure.
Rocking your purpose with vitality, which is what
we got to. All right. So how can people find you? Because I know they're moved by you already. What's the best way for them to reach you, follow you? What is that like?
Yeah, sure. So I'm on Instagram, stylish and fit _ Tanjie Brewer, TANJIE Brewer. I think it's on the screen there. And yes, and so I'll be relaunching the Stylish and Fit Facebook site as well. So thank you guys too for joining us. We feel your virtual energy, right?
Yes. Thank you all for joining us. Well, Tanjie, it has been my pleasure to share a moment with you. If you would give me a few moments, I want to sign off and I'll join you back in the game room in just a moment.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Friends, you've heard it loud and clear right here on Wellness Wednesdays with Tanjie Brewer this morning. I hope that you discovered something that will improve your listening so that you can take better actions toward your wellness and live a life of vitality. Tanjie can be found on Facebook and Instagram, stylish and fit _ on the gram, Tanjie Brewer on Facebook. She's tagged on here. Follow her, join in her circuits. She's got something new coming out next month, and I hope you take advantage of it. Before I sign off, many of you knew when I used to run a program on a seminar called 15 Pounds in 30 Days. Be on the lookout. Some things are coming soon. Have a fantastic day and be well.